Thursday of the 5th week of Lent reflection. My dear friends, now what happens with sin? You go away from Him. You lose the connection. What happens when you lose the connection? God, the dream that God has for you is tarnished, broken. Without the connection, He cannot take him to his dream, the plan, what He has designed for you. So that's exactly what happened in Garden of Eden. God had a plan, even with the forbidden tree of knowledge. But then devil sabotaged the whole thing. That's what happened. That's the plan of devil. So God is giving you another chance today in this land to have that U-turn and get yourself connected again. So the moment you are connected, God can take you to His dream, His plan, where you cannot even imagine. No eye have seen, no ear has heard, or mind has thought about it. 1 Corinthians chapter 2:9. So that kind of plan. So that's why He wanted us to be connected. We find in the first reading, book of Genesis, chapter 17, verse 3 to 9. In those days, Abraham fell on his face, and God said to him, "Behold, my covenant is with you, and you shall be the father of a multitude of nations." Of course, he didn't have a son, not even a child, when he was at the age of 75. No child, and God has a plan to give him multitude of generation, people. No longer shall your name be called Abram, but your name shall be Abraham. And a name regarding the Bible, my dear friends, when it comes to salvation history, name has a calling. It's God who named people. Even Adam and Eve, they both were named by the Lord. Even Eve, we call that divine passive, where God named. So Adam said, "You're called Eve." So it's not Adam who named Eve. So in the Bible, every name, Moses taken from the one who taken from the waters, and Paul is tiny. Joshua and Lazarus, God helps, and Joshua is God saves. So every name has a meaning, calling. So now it's not Abram but Abraham, father of multitude. Now this is the dream that God had for Abraham, so that he has to break him, take him through a long, arduous journey to come to that promise. So that's how the Lord is executing His plan in your life. "I will make you exceedingly fruitful, and I will make you into nations. The king shall come from you." So all these things happen, isn't it? But then for that, Abraham had to leave his country, father's house, and kith and kin. And he has to leave for a strange land. So the Lord is saying now, "And I will establish my covenant between me and you and your offsprings after you, throughout their generations, for an everlasting covenant. To be God to you, and to your offsprings offer you. And I will give to you, and to your offsprings after you, the land of your sojournings, so all the land of Canaan." Now, of course, now the place where you are staying, I will give you. That will happen if you stay with me, if you remain in my covenant. And God said to Abraham, "As for you, you shall keep my covenant, you and your offsprings after you throughout their generation." That's the requirement. Stay in my covenant. Abide in me. So, my dear friends, when it comes to John's Gospel, The Lord is asking, abide in me. So throughout the New Testament, there were 24 times the word abide is used in the Bible. Among them, 21 times it's used by John. We can see that word in John's Gospel. So that's how prominent it is. And Jesus said to Jews, truly, truly I say to you, if anyone keeps my word, that's abide in me. Abide by my word. So this is important. He shall never die. He shall never see death. So he's speaking about not the physical death, speaking about the spiritual death. My dear friends, so even so he is saying no one would die. Because my word is everlasting. If you so, I am the way, I'm the truth and the life. So I am the goal and destination. So Jesus, once you are connected to the Lord, even death cannot stop you. Death, another transformation to another world, another kind of life. So the Lord is saying, if anyone keeps my word, and if he will never taste death. Are you greater? Are you greater than Father Abraham who died? And your prophets died. Do you make yourself out to be? Who do you make yourself out to be? So they said that. Now they could not believe this. That's their problem. That's why Old Testament law is made complete in Jesus' life. When he completed it, if I glorify, and he said, who do you say? Jesus answered, if I glorify myself, my glory is nothing. It is my Father who glorifies me, of whom you say, he is our God. But you have not known him, I know him. According to the Bible, the word know is not just simply knowing about the person. It's a deep intimacy, a deep intimate connection. It's a deep way of dealing. So he's saying, you don't know him. You'll know about him. You have seen how he intervened in the salvation history in the past. But then you won't know him. Knowing a person is a deep union with that person. So that's exactly what the Lord is saying. But if I glorify myself, if I were to say that I do not know him, I would be a liar like you. But I do know him, and I keep his word. So that's how he's abiding in his love, by keeping his word. Your father Abraham rejoiced that he would see my day. He saw it and was glad. So the Jews said to him, are you not yet 50 years old? You are not yet 50 years of old, and have you seen Abraham? Now see how petty they are. They cannot understand what the Lord is saying. The pride has shut the door of understanding, realization, spiritual instinct. So my dear friends, it's terrible. Jesus said, truly I say to you, before Abraham, I am. So we deal with our God who is above time and space, above all the incidents. You have to understand. So if you're stuck in one place, if you're stuck in that law, rule, whatever it is, if you're stuck there, the Lord is taking you out of it. Because He wants you to be saved completely. But Jesus said to them, truly, truly, I say to you, before Abraham I am. So they picked up stones to throw at him. But Jesus hid himself and went out of the temple. Because it was not his time. So, rejecting one thing, they try to even kill him because they don't want to accept him. Think about your life. Are you connected strongly? And you have to wait upon the Lord patiently. One day He will execute His plan in your life, fulfill His plan in your life. Amen. May God bless you.